Welcome to the groundbreaking podcast, Elevate Us to the Future, a platform where AI's potential has been unleashed by the brightest visionaries. Tune in as industry leaders and pioneering experts will unlock the depth of their minds, sharing advice, insightful success stories, and valuable insights. This is not just an ordinary podcast. Consider it as an ultimate destination for you to stay in touch on the latest in talent development, emerging technologies, human capital, and the evolving landscape of work environment. Be ready to shape your traditional thinking as we will transform the way the recruitment is done today, the work dynamics, and the unstoppable workforce, all powered by AI. Elevate yourself into the new era of technology. Elevate with us to the future.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Reem. So we are very excited to have this episode and to speak about the candidate experience. So today we have our distinct pleasure of exploring an incredibly vital aspect of recruitment process, the power of candidate experience. So in our rapidly evolving digital era, where talent acquisition has become increasingly competitive, it's crucial that we understand the significance of crafting an exceptional experience for every candidate. So today we have our esteemed guest, Reem Alkhudhairy, who is a global recognized career practitioner, an executive and a team coach, a career coach, and a human resources leader. With over 26 years of experience gained through Saudi Aramco, the world's largest oil and gas company, Reem has been at the forefront of guiding leaders and professionals on achieving high-performing teams. So we are very excited to have you, Reem, with us today, and would be a great pleasure to hear from you a short experience about yourself, short bio, and to tell us more about your position in Saudi Aramco.
Thank you so much, Alina, for this opportunity. It's always a pleasure to connect with you and even learn your vibe, your wonderful vibe. So just to give a brief about myself, I started with Aramco in 1996 and moved in my career as an HR business partner, HR leader. I've been a recruitment or hiring manager for a while and led onboarding and development for young professionals, and also currently leading recruitment, talent management, training and development, and also leadership development for seasoned employees and professionals. I have, when I joined Saudi Aramco, I had only a bachelor's in biochemistry, so I was a biochemist. But throughout my career with this rich company, I did my MBA and completed my master's in human resources management in Texas A&M. So it was a rich career. It is a rich career.
Alhamdulillah. I think your journey within Aramco is really something that you have a great experience in, and you can transform and share your experience with others. I believe it's the most important. So having yourself at this position and understanding the market, as we see today, it's very important to prioritize the candidate experience throughout the recruitment process. So what are specific steps or actions that you take to ensure that the candidates have a positive and engaging experience? Because we know that Saudi Aramco is a very huge company and they hire a lot. So how to be sure, how to receive the right feedback from them and to ensure that the process is smooth?
Yes, so we start with the candidate before them joining the company. We have a buddy system, or we create a buddy system with them before even them joining the company. From the time that they have passed their interviews and have been identified as successful candidates to join a certain organization, we start connecting with them maybe 2-3 months prior. So when the organization identifies them, and we start conducting their background investigations and medical and onboarding them to join the company. We connect them with a person from the organization that they are joining, and this person will connect with them. If they are abroad, out of the kingdom, this person will share with them. So we connect them with an expat who's just like them, who will share with them information about Saudi Arabia, about Saudi Aramco, about the community that they are staying in, what's needed, the papers. If they are Saudi Arab employees, then we connect them with a Saudi Arab Aramco employee who also starts their onboarding process. Because onboarding, the candidate experience or a person's experience starts before them joining the company. The good impression that they take, the ease where they blend in and join. So we do that. So the buddy system, and it's a very successful one. It continues to the there are the new hire orientation and hire onboarding continues until maybe 3 months of the new hire journey in the company. And they end up, these people, they end up best friends with their buddies, because the buddy is from
Amazing.
the organization. Yeah, they build this first impression and lasting colleague, lasting friendship.
Well, this
Uh,
is very important. I agree with you.
it is very important to start this earlier in the hiring process.
I have a really great experience working with Aramco, so I can be sure that the candidates that you select, they're very like a good way of selection, definitely. So I want to mention that because I see that the company recognized the significance of making candidate experience a priority. So I believe that you have different initiatives or programs that you implemented or you were part of them. So maybe you can share any results or outcomes of the programs or initiatives that you implemented within your team into the processes to enhance and to improve them.
Yes, and so as a company, what they do, and also as an organization, we gather feedback from the new hire after, shortly after them joining the company about their experience, their onboarding experience, everything, all their experience throughout the recruitment and hiring from the time of their interview until the time they join the company. And we gather this feedback and we share that with the organization and also with HR to enhance the process. Uh, Currently, we are enhancing the recruitment system. So there's a change in the recruitment system. Every 2-3 years, we find a better solution, a better recruitment system, and we change it. Currently, so we used to use a system called Connecta. Now it's a new system that is more proactive, more aligned with technology, the ease of conducting online interviews, and the ease of contacting candidates, sending reminders to both the recruiter, the hiring agent, and all of these. And
Yeah.
we also always benchmark with other companies and see what systems they are using, what's best working for them to try to implement it.
Great. This is, I think, the path to success. So regarding like when you do improvements, which maybe metrics or different indicators you use to identify that it has been improved. So how you track the results that you implement. So based on what you can be sure that it's been successful.
Absolutely. So I mentioned the feedback surveys that we collect from both the new hire and the hiring organization. So from both sides, every year we conduct focus groups from the hiring organization and also from the staffing organization, where we gather information, see what went right and what went wrong, and where to enhance.
So
Um,
you, basically, you collect data from different parties and analyze this, how to, what was.
usually is consists of 5 to 7 individuals from different entities in the company, where we can, gauge and gather feedback. What's going right? What's being done right? And how can we enhance and improve? This is from within Aramco. Um,
Okay.
yeah, we do recruitment metrics. So you mentioned metrics we use. So we measure the hiring process from the time that candidate was identified to for candidates to join the company until they join, and we measure. We have a timeline for that. If it exceeds, then we have red alert. Why it's exceeding? Why is it 90 days? Why is it 180 days? What happened? And also we measure how much it cost us, uh, how much did we money value or dollar value to bring the candidate to onboard that person and bring them on board. So measure the duration, efficiency, the cost of the process, and we keep on monitoring. We have like KPIs where like we identify a certain number of days to that process. If it exceeds, then we have to investigate and see what's happening. Why
Okay,
delay?
clear. Clear. So I believe that, as you mentioned now, that you use several already software systems to streamline the hiring process, to improve the engagement with their candidates. So, and you just mentioned that you use different metrics to improve their conditions of the recruitment. So, as we know, it's fast-paced world, and it's amazing that you already been using different technology to help you to improve and to develop. So, can you just elaborate more about what type of software recruitments are you using, and if you use something for improving their metrics in terms of understanding the cause of the delays, do you do it with any technology now, or it's more into the like manual
Well,
analyzing of the data, or you've been already been like
itself, I'm not sure about it because
innovating
I'm
and
not
in this
part of
way?
the
So
staffing
can you just
organization. So I work as a business partner, or HR leader from the business side. Unfortunately, I'm not part of the staffing team. So, but I heard lately that they changed their system. They changed the system that they use to hire and recruit people. It used to be called Kenexa. We used this for several years, and now it's a different system. In Aramco also, of course, we have the SAP system, which is the main for the entire company. And then we on top of that, we're using success factors. So
okay.
within Saudi Aramco, we have success factors system and SAP, but for the training itself and for the interviews and the offers, I'm sure there's another system on top of that which connects to the success factors. But I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't. I have no idea what system they are using.
Clear, but in a way, as I see, you already been like using it for some time, and you have already experience and engaging with your team and with candidates using technology. So this is like this is the future, and this is amazing. What you're doing. And as you mentioned about the balancing, about the speed and efficiency in hiring. So this is very delicate change. How we can be sure that we are hiring at the right period of time and we're not exceeding the time frame for this. So I want to hear from you, like. How wisdomly and successfully you manage this balance without compromising the quality of the candidate experience. So it's very important to understand your life example. So how you manage the balance between this really important areas as efficiency and speed to hire.
Of course. So if you look at the hiring process and the time that it takes to hire an expat, full professional, or a specialized expat, a subject matter expert, a secretary, and a Saudi Arab fresh graduate, or an experienced Saudi Arab new hire, the time that takes to hire each group is different. So so we hire Saudi Arabs very fast because they are in the country. They don't require a visa. They don't. Their background is straightforward background investigation. They're medical. They are young and healthy. The process to hire them is very fast compared to the process in hiring a specialized person from abroad.
Agree.
So
I know it,
yeah.
yeah.
So when you compare, there's a vast difference between them. For both groups, we conduct assessments in addition, so several assessments in addition to multiple interviews. So multiple data points to help us gather information about the candidate, the success of that person in joining the company, and we look at their background, their education, and the companies that they have worked with. And of course, we marry these two processes, the assessment, the interviews, with the time it's taking to bring that person on board. And we have a KPI, or key performance indicator, of the time of that process, how long it took us. And if it exceeds, then we are lagging and delay. So we try always to, do as much assessments, behavioral assessments, and technical assessments. Because, we have a set of these that we do on each client. And in addition to the time taken, what we did, we divided the processes. So we have, as I mentioned, that from the time candidate was identified until the time candidate joined the company, we have a timeline for that. But within that, we divided the process into smaller timelines. So for the recruiter to send the resumes to the hiring organization, and for them to respond back and identify which resumes, which individuals they want to interview, there's a timeline for that. From the time they do the interview until they get the hiring organization gives back to the staffing organization, we have a timeline for that. The offer has a time. Signing the offer has a time. From signing the offer to onboarding or bringing candidate in the company on board, we have a time. And each segment has a key performance indicator, or a timeline where if it exceeds, we're lagging. We know that. So we we are very meticulous. I'm sure if you ask about Aramco, they tell me, oh, they do a lot of assessments. They do a lot of interviews, 5, 6, 10 sometimes. Very meticulous. They want to bring best of the best, whether from outside Saudi Arabia or Saudi Arab candidates. The best for the company's,
That's
with the company's culture, with the company's values, and what we expect from that person when they come on board and deliver.
amazing. I mean, this is really that resembles and identifies the key player and who are looking and doing everything in order to attract the right candidates. I agree with you. So, speaking about different sources or instruments, how to apply and to be part of Aramco. What type of candidate experience maybe you can share, how people can engage with the company? Maybe there are career fairs or different open workshops where fresh graduates or people from the field want to come and see which opportunities you have. So do you do something like this?
Yes, absolutely. So for Saudi Arab candidates, we have strong collaboration. Saudi Aramco collaborates with different universities in Saudi Arabia, where the group of the recruiting team and hiring team go and visit these universities and share do workshops or presentations to the students to give them more information about Saudi Aramco, the different segments of the company, what does the company do, different organizations in the company, and entice them and encourage them to apply and join Saudi Aramco. We also have, of course, as you mentioned, career fairs and job fairs, where we conduct, whether in the Eastern Province, which is the headquarters of Saudi Aramco, or even we do career fairs in KAUST, because in Western region, because KAUST is also one of the major universities that supply Saudi Aramco with candidates. We do career fairs in Riyadh, in the north of Saudi Arabia, and we do a lot of career fair, job fairs in King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals, where also
Yeah, the key university. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
also a lot of students from the university they join the career fair, and also students from other neighboring universities and other cities in them over to join the fair. We do also job fairs in the staffing organization. So they have the
Okay.
employment center outside of Saudi Aramco next to one of the gates of Saudi Aramco, so that people can come in easily without going through the security system. So this is inside Saudi Arabia. And also we have the website where candidates can apply directly. There's a section for Saudi Arab candidates and there's a section for expatriates. And within the section, Saudi Arab candidates, you have the option of applying as a fresh graduate or as an experienced employee, Saudi Arabia. In addition to that, we and I'm sure you heard about those. The around April of every year, we start opening the system for high school graduates to apply to the company to become employees, where the company sponsors them. Once they join, it gives them a condensed 1-year program and then sponsors them to go and study abroad and come back and join the company as university graduate. So they call the college degree program for non-employees. We have also the apprenticeship program, where also high school graduates from Saudi Arabia apply and join and study within the company for 3 years, and then join different organizations as technical support, secretarial support, admin support, and all.
Well, this is beautiful that the company is investing a lot in the talents and the new talents and supporting them.
So in addition to that internship, so it gives for a university students to, and work in the company for 3 to 9 months, and they get a salary for that and then experience letter. And this helps them either come back Saudi Arab or join other great companies. It has also the summer program where it is also paid, and this is all programs are available for Saudi Arab individuals. On the other hand, we do job for expatriate candidates. We do job fairs in the UK and Houston, Canada, South America, the Far East, the Middle East. We do all of these job fairs to and different organizations join and for to interview, and sometimes they give offer on the spot, or sometimes they bring back the resume and do follow-up interviews for these candidates, in addition, of course, to the website that I mentioned, that these individual expats and individuals can go and apply directly. So we have
Well,
the
that's beautiful. Yeah.
yeah.
So diverse and through different continents. It's amazing.
Yes, we have, recruitment centers in different areas of the world. In London, we have a hub, a career hub there, as you know. In Houston, we have our headquarters, the Aramco Service Company, Aramco Overseas Company in the UK. And in Egypt, we have our offices. Far East, the Aramco company that has its headquarters in attracting. So it's a global company. We're trying our best. Of course,
Excellent.
there are a lot of areas for to improve and enhance. There's nobody can stop and say, "Yeah, I reached the best." We always need to look at better ways
Yeah,
to enhance.
continuous improvement. Yes, it's
That's
that's the key to the future. I agree with you. So, speaking about the future and speaking about your personal experience as a leader, I believe that you follow all the trends and best practices globally from different companies and different industries. So, can you share how you personally enhance your network, how you participate in their forums and events? Are you a public speaker? Do you do it often on a regular basis? So, what are your ways to your personal improvement as a leader and an expert? Mashallah, you're amazing.
much. So I feel the last year or two, I've been like lagging or slowed down, maybe because of the amount of work that I had in the past 2 years, burned out or too much work. But usually I'm very active person. I seek to, support societies. So I was a board member in the International Coaching Federation, the Saudi section for almost 2 years. I was one of the board
Oh,
members. I recently participated in an event, in an HR event in Dubai. I can't remember the name of the event, but I gave a very nice presentation about Saudi Aramco's or our organization's experience in employee engagement and enhancing employee engagement, and what tools do we use, what activities do we use. So it was beautiful. I always, personally, professionally, I am I think more than 10 professional certifications in I have just certifications in HR, in career guidance, in coaching, and for it's my advice for HR professionals to you know uh, work hard on what you call it, benchmarking, and their experience, their knowledge and skills with other HR business partners abroad, and also trying to acquire one or more professional certifications. Because it's, in Aramco, I learned that professional certifications, whether if you are an engineer, if you are a finance person, if you are a project management person, an HR person, whatever, professional certifications give you like the, what you call it, the stamp of excellence that you're at that level and at that skill, and you can give this knowledge and give the support. You are experienced and you have that knowledge. It's as good as your master's degree and your education. Here, I also participate in volunteer in there's an entity called World Mobile Shapers, where it's the Khobar section or the Eastern Province section, where provide support to fresh graduates or university students in how to sit for an interview, how to build their resumes. So I always support and participate and go and present and also give advice to the attendants. So I try to as much give back to the country, to the community that gave me a lot.
amazing. That's so inspiring. And I believe that this is the key to success for anyone that, as you mentioned, is to be proactive, is to engage with people, to build network, to enhance your knowledge continuously. And certifications, I also agree with you 100% that it's very important to continue to get the right education and knowledge through different sources. Yes, I
Yeah,
agree.
seeking should be always until we die. We should learn and keep our brains active, and also help and support others, because the more you help, the more you feel that it's giving you back. Whatever you give,
Yes,
it's back to you. It's like fulfilling.
yes. Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much, Reem. You was so inspiring and insightful. I think that you shared so many great insights and knowledge from your side that will be valuable for other, not only from the field from hiring and recruitment, but for many other people who are following their career and trying to get as much as possible to grow and to improve. So thank you for sharing this with us today, and your presence was a truly honor for us. And I wish you all the best in your career, in your endeavors, and for your commitment to improve the society, to help young people to find their fair place in this world. So it's really great what you're doing.
Thank you so much, Alina. Thank you for this opportunity, for the time, your time. I know it's a day, an off day for you. Thank you for putting that time. It was lovely seeing you,
Sure, of
all
course.
lovely from you, and I wish you also all the best.
Thank you, Reem. Thank you.
Have a lovely day. Bye bye.
You too.
Bye bye.